Alright, so what if the Western world, the so-called West, loses against the BRICS group? So the West is of course North America, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and to some extent Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan. And the BRICS is an acronym for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And now more developing countries are joining this BRICS group. The West is of course dominated by its big boss, the USA. It's no secret. And the BRICS is dominated by China. If you remove China from the BRICS aren't much, okay? It's all about China and the US. These are the two big powers of the world nowadays. So what if we, Westerners, Americans, Europeans, Australians, lose against the BRICS? What will happen? Okay, I'm gonna talk about this later on in the video, but first I have a question for you. Do you speak, read and write Mandarin Chinese and Russian? If you do, in my opinion, you are out of the woods. If you don't, do you feel like learning these languages? If you do, I wouldn't worry. If you don't, you potentially have a problem, because it is all about communication, it's all about languages. If tomorrow we lose, the Western world, the world leadership, and the BRICS are, the new place in which you should do business, where, the innovation happens, and so on, we could just, switch languages and start to work with these countries, Instead of doing business in English, in French, in German, just switch to Mandarin Chinese or to Russian and do business with these companies, these Russian, these Chinese companies, these Indian companies, okay? So not much to worry about if you do speak Mandarin Chinese or Russian or both, or if you feel like learning these languages. I do speak, write and read fluently Russian, so I don't care when it comes to Russia, I can always switch to Russian in a snap of a finger. And I reached a quite good command of Mandarin Chinese 10 years ago. Now I have forgotten a lot, I don't speak it fluently anymore, but I could, if I really wanted to, become fluent in Mandarin Chinese in, let's say, 6 months, okay? And so if you are very worried about, the BRICS, if you really think, the Western world is gonna lose its leadership, start learning Mandarin Chinese and Russian now, okay? And then you will be fine. You could either move to Russia or to China or to India. Would you really want to? I don't know. But anyway, a lot of BRICS countries are shitholes. For example, South Africa is a shithole. Ethiopia is a shithole. Not all countries are shitholes there, but in my opinion, not only in my opinion, because it's just a fact, the only country that can be taken seriously in the BRICS is China, of course. China is a real competitor to the West, a powerful country with a powerful economy and innovation, smart people, hardworking people, which knows how to make stuff nowadays. Chinese products used to be utter crap in the past. Nowadays they know how to make stuff. They know how to make everything, almost. So yeah, China is definitely a country that can compete with Europe or with the US, okay? It's the only country. Russia, not really, no. When people say it's just a gas station with nukes, there is some truth to it. It's a little bit exaggerated, but it is still somewhat truth, It's a country that imports a lot of stuff and doesn't produce anything, valuable. At least something you can sell abroad, other than gas, of course, and minerals and so on. But yeah, that's it basically. If you feel like learning these languages, you shouldn't worry. And I see it right as an opportunity, because if we become poorer here in the West and they become rich, it's it's a huge opportunity, because we will have a lower cost of living here. The higher wages or the higher incomes will be in the located in the BRICS. If you can make money in the BRICS but live in the West, your cost of living ratio will be better than now, because we will be the poor guys. Our cost of living will be lower because there won't be much anymore here. You know, if really the West goes south, and the money will be there. So we just have to to make money in the BRICS and bring it back to the West to have a good life, better life than we have now, because now we have a high cost of living, high wages, but a very high cost of living. If our economy crashes, everything will most likely collapse, and we will enjoy it. I rather see it as an opportunity. If tomorrow Russia is the big power of the world, I will be happy with my Russian language. I will just do business with Russia, and not necessarily live in Russia, but enjoy the high purchasing power of the Russians, the strong Russian economy, and you live somewhere where it's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a business in the West, your new clients will be Russians, Chinese, and Indians. So nothing to worry about. If you are ready to learn Chinese or Russian, in India they all speak English. Okay, in South Africa as well, or Brazil. Will Brazil become a superpower? I really doubt it. So yeah, not much to worry about, and that's how I see it. And now the question: what do I think about the odds of the BRICS taking over the Western leadership? Do I believe in it? No, not really. I don't believe in the BRICS. I believe in China. Okay. I'm not a China or a CCP fanboy. But I believe in China. China will become and is already a real competitor to the West, a strong country when it comes to economy, and I think it will do well in the next 10-20 years. Okay, still. But I don't believe in what the BRICS is. The BRICS just aims to be a group against the West. There are very different countries among them. Some don't even like each other. They are very different. There is not like the West. The West is consolidated among something. Among democracy, among a kind of Western lifestyle view on the world, and so on. They're still quite similar. I understand the US and France and the Netherlands and Germany are different countries, but still, when it comes to the culture, they're still quite close. The BRICS are not. They're very they very differ. Okay, that's the first thing. And the whole aim they have is to be against the West, nothing more. And other than China, India is a big joke. Russia, yeah, there is potential. There's a great potential, but nowadays it isn't much. Without China, especially. South Africa, give me a break. Brazil, give me a break. And recently, a lot of developing countries have joined the BRICS. Some are interesting. For example, Thailand is an interesting country, but most of them are just shitholes, and they don't hold water. They are nothing. So I don't really believe in the BRICS. And if there is one country that should be taken seriously, is China. But other than China, guys, nothing to worry about, especially when it comes to innovation, new ideas, and so on. The leader in this field, in innovation, new ideas, and in my opinion, still the strongest country nowadays is the US, America. Okay, America knows how to attract talents and how to keep them. China knows it a little bit. They are starting to. They are copying the US, but other than China, the other countries, they are not appealing to highly qualified specialists. Okay, they offer low wages, wars, war conditions, less freedom, worse climates. Okay, less safety. For example, Brazil, South Africa. What a joke, South Africa. Nothing appealing, and the US is still quite good when it comes to attracting and keeping talents and the leaders of this world are still Americans. I mean, new ideas, new companies, new thriving products and so on. All what we use now, especially when it comes to IT, is American. It was designed, thought out in America. Okay, so I don't really believe in the BRICS, and I think you shouldn't worry. And yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll see. If I'm wrong, doesn't matter. As long as you speak, read, write Russian or Mandarin Chinese, you will be fine. You could move there or do business with them. Anyway, oh yeah, do I believe did I already answer or not? I don't remember. Anyway, I'm tired today. No, I don't think the BRICS are gonna take over the Western leadership. Anyway, I feel tired today, and smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, smash that like button, and yeah, I'm really tired today. Anyway, you'll find links below in the description. If you want to book a one-on-one call with me, leave your comment below, and I wish you a good one. We're out.